Connected.
No fucking Hades there at all, so
Error. Channel switched. Hey, wake up. User left your channel. User left your channel.
Oh, god damn it, I gotta go.
User joined your channel.
my fucking...
Insufficient permissions. Insufficient permissions.
Guns.
What's up, fellas? Where is everybody?
Well, we're mounting up on the trucks over there. We have a spare piece of our trucks, just tell me.
Okay.
Do you have to say anything on that instruction?
Keep pushing up that hill, southwest, red team. Try and meet us up in the woods.
Crinkle, you want red to move west? Roger.
Yeah, Alpha, check fire, check fire.
Shot me in the head.
If we are up, we are up. Your southwestern flank.
I'm
is-
working on you, Rich.
Thank you.
Stitching.
Alright, bring it back in. Bring it back into the road, guys.
All right, packing. 8 seconds.
Alright. Everyone else, double time to the road.
All right, you good to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guns.
D-Nab, what's up, brother?
Come on, brother. Good to
Sorry
see
I'm
you.
late.
It's okay.
Came in as medic today.
Ah, nice.
Man, nobody's here, I see. Just me, you, and
Saving wood with the hydro.
Yeah, I can see that. What's up, Michael? What's up, Lord?
Hey, Red. I'm Red's in front of us. Let me know when you're moving. Good man, I see ya.
What color you want to go?
We are going through the gas station. Repeat, through the gas station.
Who's SL today, babe?
Multiple shots from the tall building.
Contacts somewhere to our southeast.
Guys, who's the lead for Hades
Right,
today?
we've got guys right outside.
Don't say nothing.
I've seen. I push east. You need to clear this building.
If you're wounded, pull back to the building. I'm medic.
Advise we have hostiles further down the road.
Oh, the Draco packing you.
User joined your channel.
Oh, shit. We got a guy down. Hold on.
We've got two. Pull back to the guns. They're on the other side of that bridge.
Oh, I...
Pull back. Alright, guns, get it. Heavy contact here. Heavy contact, north side.
Stitching you, Lord. Packing you 10 seconds.
I'm good. Oh, no, he's getting shot.
Hey, we are taking heavy fire from north and northeast. If you guys get any opportunity to throw some lead that way, please do.
Oh, Lord, he's down there on the street, laying down. I got you.
Zach, do I get him?
I don't know, I'm working on you.
CPR. Someone check
Hi, don't just fucking sit here. Smoking out.
Actually, you'll have to relay to me once. I was not listening at all then.
Pushing north.
Guys at the end of the road at the T.
Yeah, right, we're moving out. We're moving back, we're moving south.
Oh shit! Lord. Lord,
Yeah.
I accidentally gave you 2 morphines. I don't know how I did it.
Shit, it's not far off.
Hi, guys, come on, pull back, let's go.
I gave you an Epi too.
Okay. Still.
Shit, I don't know how that happened.
Take over here while you see feel like goods. I'm on health. Welcome back. Welcome back, Mayor. Let me steal your tokens.
Fuck.
Let me get into cover as well. You're very copy. I'm just doing meds right now. I just run over here. I'm happy to say.
Alright, let's push northeast now. Apollo.
I saw you go down.
Do you need a
from
hand,
inside
guys?
the building.
No, I'm good.
Just finishing, I think. I hope. 15. It's getting hit again. Cool. 4. You're green. We're good here. Right, I'm good to move again, Aqua. Copy, I just gotta take care of this problem. Do you guys need medical? I'm good. You good or not?
No, somehow, I don't know how I did it, but somehow I accidentally shot him up with 2 morphines.
Okay, I'm putting
I put an Epi in him.
put some blood into you. Thank you. Sorry, say again, where we go?
We have multiple contacts down the hill.
I need a pack to get rid of this this morphine on me.
Hang in there, guys.
Again, give me a second. Gotta stop the damn bleeding. There we go.
Yeah, it's only letting me give you blood at the moment. Hold on. I'll pack in a second.
We gotta go back to Grinkle.
No, stay put so we can get you
Let's
treated.
move south. Bear 218, guys. Let's
I can't pack you.
Go. Let's go.
We can't give you blood if you don't stop moving. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna leave it short. Where the fuck Grinkle go?
I think we just passed him. Oh no, that's red team.
Grinkle with you.
Who's here?
It's guns with you. Guns, baby, guns.
Yeah.
Guns, help me, guns. I'm literally about to die. I've been pissing blood for the past half an hour.
I got 1,000 going into you.
Thank you. Spot and hotel.
Treating you, trying to get
Stitch.
you to where we can pack you.
I had a
Stitching again.
IRL distraction when I was told what I was searching for here. What exactly am I searching for here?
Packing you 10 seconds.
Thank you, buddy.
Soldiers.
Yeah, A firm, I remember. Good man, thank you.
You good, Grink?
Okay.
Aye.
Mayonnaise, how about you? You alright? No, you got a head wound, buddy. Hold on.
Guys, contact south 190 about.
Bandaging you.
Red team, can you sound off?
How you doing, Mayo?
I'm good, except for I got hit by nothing.
Alright, packing you. 14 seconds.
In the first town, I tripped over somebody and I got injured. It was
Hey, that's armor, Bo. That's armor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Alright, you're good, brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, very slowly start peeking around this corner. If you can go see what's up that road, look.
I was just packing myself.
Yeah, no worries, Guns. I'm gonna need some more help in a minute anyway.
No problem.
I'm fucking shot in the head again.
Nice.
Oh, it was my chest this time, actually. Spartan Hotel. Aye. We have no eyes on any friendlies down at this location. We're bringing it back up to the Vic.
Hey, Grinkle.
Yeah, we're pulling back to the vehicles. Red team, hold where you are because you can get there pretty quickly, so just keep security on us.
What color you want me going?
We're blue.
Roger.
Is that a vehicle or is that like...
I think that might have been like an air well, no, maybe a vehicle.
I was gonna say, like... Oh yeah, I forgot, I am bleeding to that.
Back.
Yeah, I'm giving you some blood.
Go on.
Alright, packing you 10 seconds. You're good to go.
Thank you.
I not found the place.
Now,
to get
why
that.
can't I pack Lort Mill?
Yeah, I wish you could.
Because he's probably low on blood.
Oh, no, I'm not.
No, it says he's fine.
No,
but
probably.
that's the only thing it'll let me do is give him blood.
Probably the morphine. Let's put an epi in him, see what happens.
I can't even do that.
No, hold
User
on, hold
left
on.
your
I know what
channel.
it
User
is.
joined your channel.
What you think is blue is actually still injured. Go through his other joints. See if you can't treat him more.
No, there's nothing to be treated.
No.
Alright, Red Team, you can bring it in. Or maybe you can't.
Direction.
Sledge, can you get to the top of that building and help them get them up? Right, you guys.
Yeah, I'm drawn.
Atham, you got no. Okay, Sledge, stay back. Mayo, you go because that's your team anyway. Everybody else, all the blue teams, stay here.
Grinkle 155 and 50.
155, no, 145 and 50.
Roger.
Dart, lucky.
Eyes on the
See-
guys, yeah.
CD.
This is Spartan. Looks
Aye,
like
Red
there's
team,
been one
bring it down
vehicle
as
that's
soon
been
as
left
it's up.
behind at the warehouse.
We can't. Zoid's down. We need help.
There's a sniper up there.
Copy.
Where's the location?
Alright, hit the deck, smoke the fucking roof, and then start getting off because you're just gonna get picked off as soon as he gets one of you up.
Smoke out.
Zoid back up.
Aye, as soon as you can fucking walk, just get off, just get off the roof.
Cleanup's down.
No, I'm here. I'm
Cleanup's
down.
here.
I'm
Alright. downstairs.
downstairs.
That should have put him down.
No, I'm here. I'm down.
Alright,
I'm downstairs.
That should have put him down.
Taking shots southwest, Rich is down. From the hill.
Copy.
Alright, let's all get some smoke out southwest. If you got it, just fucking throw it.
So it can respond. There's a sniper on the hill to the southwest.
Don't fucking run off.
If you can help anyway, just.
Sniper's running downhill.
Could be advised, never mind, he's up.
Mayo, bring it in. Alright, we're getting to these vehicles, alright? Don't return fire, don't get distracted, just get down, get to the vehicles. If you stop and heal, you stop
I'm
and heal.
holding you clear on
Oh
the
man, you just ran over Rich. I got you, Rich. Hold on.
Sniper is below
So
you.
he's in.
Blue team, we are left Vic.
Left Vic, copy.
Copy that.
Any medical can be done in the vehicles.
Somebody
if
take
needed.
care of Rich
Somebody
when he
ran
gets in.
Rich over.
Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, yeah, okay, go get him up.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying. Stay with me, buddy.
Still alive. I just stabilize him.
Yeah, I'm packing. I'm bandaging him. I'm gonna put some blood in him right now.
Spartan
Keep
Hotel.
an eye on that hill over there.
Hotel.
Put it in the Vic.
One of our guys got a run over. We're just trying to figure out if he's alive or not. Roger, what's the situation on the contact? Sniper fire out to the southwest. They're just suppressing it. Roger.
Putting 1,000 milliliters in him.
Is he alive? Do you have a heartbeat?
Guys, pick him
Yes,
up.
I have a heartbeat. He is alive.
Let's put him in the
Can you
Vic.
pick
Let's
him
put
up and
in the
get
Vic.
him into the vehicle without him bleeding to death?
I'm putting 2,000 into him. He's lost a fatal amount of
He's
blood. Who
not
just
gonna
shot
take
him?
him. What the fuck?
Who just fucking shot him?
Oh, damn it.
Who shot?
I was trying
I don't
to
know.
but as soon as you moved, I lost my damage. You used somebody, you leave your medical on them, and I was working on turning.
Get in
Right,
Right,
if you're not
Go.
fucking
Okay.
dead, get in the vehicle.
Rich, stay with.
Guns is in.
Right, is he dead? Right, okay, guns, get in this vehicle. Everybody else, find
Rich is
another
loaded.
one.
Yeah, I'm working on Rich.
Who's running off by himself?
Alright, who's that? Right, okay, are we all Oscar Mike?
Let's go.
Hang in
Yeah,
there.
where
Rich.
is Rich?
I got you, buddy.
Is Rich in front vehicle?
Spartan Alpha.
I don't know which vehicle we're in.
It's
We're moving up to the
you're gonna need to medicate as you go.
taking some sporadic
Yeah,
fire
medicate
from,
him now.
it seems like the
Aye,
southwest
wicked
top of the
guns
hill.
with awesome
No
thing.
eyes on yet, but we are going to RV at the church and go firm there until we receive further orders.
Alpha Hotel Oscar Mike to RV location.
Spartan, roger, out.
Who's behind us? DNAV? I'm the one who just parked by this grass. Okay.
How many people you got in your vehicle, Tina?
Alpha Hotel, we're at the rear of the convoy forming up.
Damn, Rich, you're tore up, brother.
I don't just randomly dismount, guys. We don't have enough people to swap
Where's the
vehicles.
place,
Just stay in the vehicles you're in.
Yeah, I died. Thanks.
Oh, who was that?
Oh, you're up now?
They just got run over and obliterated. Oh, Jesus.
I think that was Rich. He just disappeared from the back of the truck.
Yeah, his gun's off. He died.
Yep, I died.
Damn it. Sorry,
Nathan, do you
Richard.
have
I tried
do you have a
saving-
respawn nearby, Rich?
Nowhere near you.
No, he's just
Aye,
back over
guns,
here, sir.
guns mount up.
Spartan Hotel. Send Hotel. We have a lost lamb
Which
who was
copy, please?
slaughtered by Alma. Is there any chance he could be brought around? Disregard. Yeah, ask
That's
and
the
you
one.
shall receive.
That was a tad chaotic.
Yeah, that was... We pulled through there. We didn't immediately get slaughtered, so...
Yep. Worked out.
Spartan Hotel. Hotel Center. Ready for tasking, over. Roger, convoy. We can continue on to waypoint 9 through towards the next search point.
Hey, DNAV.
Yep.
Spartan
I
Alpha.
missed the briefing. What's
Alpha,
the mission
send.
today?
Yeah, we're just bringing up our 3 vehicles now. We're going to set positions 1, 2, and 3 with our
Aye, if you
vehicles,
take the next spot.
get our guys mounted up, and then we'll be ready to move out. It should be in very few minutes. Roger, the rest of us are joining on the convoy too.
Hotel is Oscar Mike at 6. Vic 5's in the convoy.
Big 1 in position.
Damn it, Rich. I almost had you,
Hotel
man.
ready to move.
Guns.
Yeah, I think you gotta keep an eye on the pulse.
All
Yeah.
heard. Hotel just mounting up now, and we'll be ready to go.
Guns.
Yeah, DNAV.
So we're going to search for
Copy,
the
Alpha.
missing Vasok team. So we're going through 3 towns, through the waypoints if you see in the map.
Okay.
Aye,
Yeah, the
Mayor,
second
can you
part,
go
we're
ready
going to the
gun
third
and
one.
Sledge just push blue?
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
So technically the mission is drive, get out, shoot, drive, shoot again.
And then drive some more.
Yeah, boring as fuck.
Well, it's more like sit, drive, sit.
There you
And
go.
one time you get out, you get shot.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
somebody runs you over.
And then get medical.
Yes, lots of medical.
And then when you wake up, somebody runs you over.
And then get hit by nothing.
Yeah.
And then get shot by the guy that's treating you.
Yeah.
All in
What
a
are
day
you
at
guys
TFA.
doing?
At this time, they should just roll a tank right down and just start shooting us.
What's the hold up? What's Vic 1 and 2 doing?
Not a clue.
Sitting.
Well, while we're sitting here, I'm gonna go hit the little infantryman's room. I'll be right back.
There you go. Take your time, we'll be in the Vic.
Yeah.
And of course, Rich is at the top of the leaderboard there.
And this is why we're going to be the fastest squad to mount up.
No room here.
Convoy, are we ready to move?
Spartan Alpha ready to move. Okay, ready.
Convoy, move out.
Yeah, sorry about the delay, Spartan. We've got a couple of late joiners, so now we've got more vehicles, more bums than seats.
That's alright. Spartan had a couple to spare, so.
Convoy, Vic 1 turning left at waypoint 9, friendly's advising.
Spartan Alpha, we're being guided left off the main MSR by friendlies moving in that direction.
Understood. Convoy, continue.
Convoy stuck is a dead end.
Roger, check the building, or check the compound at the dead end, then as for the rest of the vehicles, get off the road for security.
Left.
Because holy shit, this reeks of an ambush.
We're gonna take these rocks.
Hotel taking position east, northeast.
Roger, I would like at least one small element up on the elevated ground by the rocks, if possible.
Yeah, A-firm hotel is already there.
Roger.
Blue team on me. Red team
Spartan
hold this
Alpha
rocks.
1-2.
Send it 1-2.
Be advised, I saw an explosion southwest at the bridge, across the bridge on the main island side.
Roger. We confirm that's the bridge between Hardcore and the main island.
Get on the rock, guns.
A firm, I got a visual of an MBT
East.
on the main bridge.
Look east.
Roger that, it's not one of ours. I see two tanks actually. One friendly and one hostile.
Alright, we've got potential armor.
There are 2 armor pieces on the bridge.
Yeah, I got a M1 on the right side.
Yeah, same. That's a Merkava? Question mark? I don't know what the fuck that is.
So I'm assuming that these AI are the MARSOC that we're looking for.
And that's a T-72.
Yeah.
Something
Team
else.
Blue
Got another
is
vehicle on
over
the right side.
there.
With the crows.
Looks like an MATV
Okay.
with crows.
Sorry, Spartan, repeat last.
We've got a bunch of AIs here in US woodland gear. They look like MARSOC equipment. These are guys.
At least a squad.
I don't have eyes on. Where are the guys that guided us off the road?
Bearing 241.
The ones all parked around the compound just south of waypoint 9.
But it's friendly, right?
Looks so. Wait for him.
Yeah, if that's not our guys, then yes, I guess it is.
Overlord, Spartan.
1.6 clicks. There's MBT under the bridge, 225.
Spartan Hotel.
Manny's stuck inside a rock.
Have eyes. Did you send it up?
Spartan Hotel.
Hotel.
We have what looks to be the friendly MARSOC unit on the northwestern side of the bridge, just on the off ramp.
Grunkel. There's
Roger,
another tank
confirm
spotted below
that there's more units by waypoint 11. We're going to head out there next, and once we're done there, we'll head over to Kotamov and search for the remainder of the missing units.
Hey fam, we also have a third armor piece underneath the southern side of the bridge. So there's one on top of the bridge, and then another one underneath over.
Try and spam jump. The armor jump.
Roger, as long as they're not, those tanks aren't active, we should be okay.
Yeah, so it looks like the southern side of the bridge is full of hostiles, and
Spartan,
we've
we have
got
a lock on an enemy MBT on the south side of the bridge. Are we clear to engage, or you want to hold fire?
Take that tank out before it becomes a problem.
I guess I gotta respond.
Do we have a javelin?
Your javelin is stuck inside
hold,
the rock.
Hold fire.
Sledge.
Ping Zeus.
Underneath the bridge. Can you
Holding
see him?
fire.
Bearing 223. Hold fire, but take aim.
Do you see him?
Yeah, I got him.
If Hotel has second tank under the bridge in sights, ready to pull the trigger on your go.
Yeah, understood. We also have a lock on both of those tanks on the south side and on the underneath of the south side, so ready to fire on your command.
Roger. So which element has the AT set up?
Both.
I want the AT settlement.
Zeus, if you can hear me, I'm stuck
I want
inside
the
a
AT
rock.
remaining in position here. I want the rest of the convoy gearing up and moving towards waypoint 11.
I can make it a while.
Keep one Victor here for the AT teams to use.
Alpha suggests you do separate yours, because then you can bring them, they can both share a Vic back.
Let me know if he responds or not.
Yes, fine enough. We have two ATs. We have locks on both vehicles
yeah,
at
you
the
got
current time, so if you want to take all that up. Oh, hang on. Somebody took a shot already.
Sledge, I told you not to fucking shoot, man. Come on.
Thing F, and it fired. Something's going on with the Titan.
So, Hotel had just had a negligent discharge.
I was spamming F trying to get the switch to target.
Understood. We're going to engage south of the bridge, underneath it, and then we're going to move out.
Where did that
Roger,
missile
I told
go?
you to hold fire. Why is there a missile going out?
Good question, because it won't work.
We heard a missile went out, so we sent the second one out to engage the other vehicle. We're going to move out now to the bridge on vehicle.
Alright, remount, get back to the vehicles.
Roger. Can you confirm that that vehicle is destroyed since you fired on it?
I don't see any destructive.
Negative, neither tanks are down. BDA is negative on both tanks.
Right, so we continue with the plan. The AT elements are to remain here with the vehicle. The rest of the convoy moves to waypoint 11.
Hotel, do you have remaining AT?
Sledge, do you have a round left?
Negative.
Negative, over.
I have a round.
Nates has a round.
Wait, what?
Check what is it in? What's it in? What is it? It needs to be like javelin. Wait, well, we have 1 times javelin round.
Sending him your way now.
Mayo, meet the guys in the center of the compound.
Break, we got...
I'm in the Vic with
vehicle flip.
Nav here.
I will jump out and then go and meet the guys in the center of the compound. You're detached to them for the time being. Which fucking other one's our vehicle?
This one here.
The one just pulling in front.
The one that turn around. Back on 50. To your left, yeah, right there.
Alright, team.
Copy that. We're having an AT detachment provide overwatch from the current position while the remainder of the troops move towards the bridge.
Alpha, Hotel, Mayo's detaching with you 1 times javelin. Please take care of him.
Roger, we're out, Hotel.
I'm assuming you didn't take any extra rounds.
Let me know how to switch the, how far I can see.
Plus and minus on your mouse keypad, no, mouse pad, number pad, that's there.
Alternatively, you can use the schedule distance.
Right, so the remainder of the convoy move on to point 11, please.
Oh, right, whatever they said.
Or control / and you can open the menu and change your settings. / is the one above your enter key.
Convoy check in.
Hotel ready?
Alpha, are your convoy elements ready?
Gina, which number are you in convoy at the minute?
That's fine, wait,
I think we're number 3 right now.
I think
I pull to the side and let the others pass.
Alpha, we've pulled to one side. Let your Vic pass.
Spartan Alpha, we are ready to move.
Vic, move out.
Alright, fuck it, Nav, take the road after you, buddy. If he's not gonna
Two
move, he's
rolling.
not gonna move.
Convoy Vic 1, speed 50.
Confirm that we've got one vehicle behind with the AT team.
Do you change your settings, Mayo?
Roger, Spartan. Apollo is staying behind. They're going to move into a better fighting position to try to engage. And we have Artemis and Alpha Command moving forwards.
Alpha Hotel Oscar Mike. Mayo, are you able to change your distance?
If it's the actual view distance,
Take on
you use
contact
as well.
right side.
Control and the square brackets will do it as well.
Spartan, contact right side, right side.
Push! Yeah, you go that way.
Through onto waypoint.
Alright, they want to push through. I got out. Remount.
Okay, we've got dismounts now.
Damn it.
But action dismount and fight them off.
Alright, dismounting.
Vic 1, push through. We are stopped. We're going to fight back towards you.
Said dismount.
Hey, firm.
Dismount.
Blue team, push northwest. Red, push west along the road. Alright, blue, start swinging west.
Last copy.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright, red, keep moving. Blue, we're covering.
Contacts to 7-2, 30 meters.
We have elements spearing the hill from east to west.
You have fire support inbound.
Understood. How close are we talking?
Oh shit.
Alright, danger close, hold position, get the fuck down.
8 in the air, moving north.
I think Zeus just wanted to show off a little.
That was not only danger close, but danger not
Friendly
letting us
forces
know
are advancing east across the hill. From east to west.
Yeah, Sherman coming up into the enemies.
Spartan, the road is clear. If you want to have Ray, start bringing the vehicles through.
Yeah, roger that. Get the vehicles moving.
Alright, let's bring it back to the vehicles.
You know, I'd like it if Spartan told us to do that rather than Alpha.
We'll get there one day. Patience, Padawan, patience.
That's something we don't have.
Right left.
Alright, Reggie, take the road.
Didn't you figure that out yesterday?
Very nice remount there, guys.
Spartan Alpha. Spartan Alpha, we are loaded and ready to move.
Roger that. Get all units off the road.
Is that Spartan ahead of us? Just...
Okay, convoy, let's move it up.
Alright, Spartan, we're in position behind you and ready to move.
Lead us out, number one.
Who's that to our left? Sitting on top of the vehicles or something?
Sledge.
I'm in the vehicle.
Oh wait, and who the fuck's that?
Alright, confirm all vehicles are in position.
Alright.
Spartan,
Just saying I wouldn't leave you behind.
Say again?
I think he's working on his cardio.
People doing strange things.
Why are they dismounting and running
What
around?
are orders past waypoint 11?
There's a friendly force at Vic 11. Initial intent is to identify the situation with friendly forces on the bridge. If they are not in need of assistance, then we will continue on to the village of Kotomo.
Copy, Vic 1 on the move. We'll stop just past waypoint 11 to allow you to talk.
What happened to Mayo?
He's attached with the other team.
Are we sure? Because he's not even mounted on anything.
Yeah, he's with a fire team that's got AT out over. I lent him the javelin, lent them his javelin, so they should be dismounted and setting up a firing position somewhere. I'm driving,
That's
so I
fine,
can't check my
Alpha.
map.
Alpha.
These are the Apollo. I think it's supposed
Yeah,
to be
my
Apollo.
AT Overwatch team has still got eyes on the MBT under the bridge to the south side. You want them to rejoin the convoy?
My daughter's name's Apollo. I call him Awu.
Not yet. I want to see what happens when we roll up to the edge of the bridge.
Understood.
Overload, send it.
You're receiving unreadable radio transmission from a point on the map. Location marked. Mayor, are you on off?
Roger, Overlord.
Okay, we're gonna go farther, looks like.
I don't think Mayo's on radio and he's pretty much stranded there.
Vic 1 holding just past waypoint 11.
Get him back.
Alright. Have the AT team in the back wait 1 minute. If nothing happens within the next 1 minute, they can take their vehicle to rejoin the convoy.
Alright, let's dismount.
Understood.
Dismounting.
Setting security to the
This is
northeast.
Spartan. We can confirm this position is clear. We need to continue moving past this position. Once we have searched the town of Kotomo, we are to move towards the area of the village of Laomi near the airport.
That's fine, understood. Pulling my rear guard team back in now.
Alright, bring it in.
Roger that, have them rejoin with us.
Contact, guys.
Overlord, Spartan actual.
Loaded.
Send it, Overlord.
Be advised, ISR shows no heat signatures in the next town over. You're cleared to proceed to radio transmissions.
Lead vehicle, hotel, ready to move.
Overlord Spartan, Roger out.
I think we're waiting for
Spartan
their
Alpha
vehicle to catch
1-2.
up.
Send it, 1-2.
Roger, I'm with one of Hotel's members, and we have no room in Apollo's vehicle. We are still at the Overwatch position.
So they left him behind.
Roger, I'll come back for you. For the remainder of the convoy, past Kotomo, after the radio transmissions, I will re-establish comms with you once I've picked up the remainders.
Okay, disregard Spartan's gonna go again. Spartan's gonna go again.
Hotel.
I want to verify you're going back for the straggler.
Affirm.
Copy, all heard.
Spartan Alpha 1-2, meet you at waypoint 10.
Waypoint 10, roger.
Lead vehicle, hotel is at waypoint 11, ready to move.
Roger that convoy, you can move out so long.
I guess. Well,
Yeah, pretty much.
You want me to go yellow?
No, just stay blue for now.
Okay.
It's okay.
Alpha, hotel.
Go for Alpha.
Will you guys take the first three again? Because Apollo's rejoined you.
You're full
Yeah,
red?
we are all good to go now. As soon as Apollo is back with us, then we are going to move out.
We have one extra seat in our vehicle.
Yeah, that's Mayo. They're going back for him.
Okay, guys,
Spartan's
we've
on the way
got
back to
positions
convoy.
5 and 6 again. The first 3 are Apollo.
Roger, Spartan. We need to
and
start
Artemis.
pushing forwards then, and you can catch up.
Roger that, that's the plan.
Spartan's behind us, so we'll be able to move out. Sorry, Frank.
Vic 1 on the move.
North.
Private Dayton here is getting a little irritated that nobody's moving.
Convoy Vic 1, speed 50.
Copy, speed 50.
I don't know who that is, but grab him and let's go.
Hotel is Oscar Mike, leaving viewpoint point 11 now.
Who did we pick up?
Got Darcy.
Vic 1, waypoint 12.
Spartans join the back of the convoy.
See him.
Spartan, you'll go for overtake?
I'm comfortable in the back right now.
Copy.
Convoy lead. Hotel passing waypoint 12.
Alright, who's let Arch drive?
Convoy lead. Hotel passing waypoint 13.
Convoy Vic 1 increasing to 5-5.
Copy, 5-5.
He made it, but the rest didn't.
Convoy Vic 1 passing waypoint 14.
Convoy lead. Hotel passing waypoint. Is it 15?
Something along those lines.
That was 14's first pass.
We are living the
And then green and brown. Black zone.
Okay, maybe
Vic
like
1
this.
passing waypoint 15.
It's up to look at the ocean points out.
Convoy lead. Waypoint 15. Hotel passing now.
Between that one.
You know, an RPG getting clapped, I could just
Convoy Vic 1 passing waypoint 16.
Won't get us to get it. It certainly gets nailed.
Yeah, I'm medicing you, Fledge. Alright, you're good to go.
Convoy lead passing waypoint 16 is hotel.
Yeah. Or it will be us that gets it. It'll be these Sherman rifles.
Convoy lead, this is hotel passing waypoint 17.
It's off to work back
This
up.
is the Spartan. We took hot shots, but we are undamaged, continuing on behind the convoy.
Copy here, Spartan.
That was work trying to shoot me.
Yeah. And the front seat from the back seat.
Because he knows when we get us all saying something stupid.
Next is the waypoint is dismount, so you're on break off from the radio.
Convoy Vic 1 dismount point.
Spartan Alpha, we have reached dismount point. We are just holding now at this position for waiting further instructions.
Aye, dismount.
Roger, continue onto the town in search of the radio signals.
Understood, Spartan. Understood, Artemis, take the right side of the road, Apollo, take the left side of the road, move up to the petrol station, we will move on from there. We're going to clear all the way through town looking for the radio transmissions.
Hi, I'm back.
Alpha.
Hey, welcome back, Neds.
Yeah, thank
Go
you.
for Alpha.
We're going to cut northeast across this field and try and intersect directly on the radio transmission point rather than clutter up in the south of town.
Yeah, green line on map if you guys can see
Roger, Hotel, if you want to take the part of town that's north of the black line, so north of where the radio transmission sign is, taking fire already.
It's alright, let them deal with it, keep moving. Red team, keep moving north. Blue team cover if needed.
Contacts front.
Across from the field west.
The Spartan fire is coming in 320, the rear of the convoy.
Alright, 17 west. Alright, stay on the left hand side of the road. Return fire.
West side.
Spartan carrying additional fire from the tree line on the east. Is that friendly?
Hotel, shift west, shift west.
Reloading.
Blue, that's you guys as well.
All units, hotel is shifting fire to engage targets west of our position.
Moving west.
Spartan, I want one element dealing with the western threat, and I want another element trying to push up the main road up to the gas station so that we can hold it and use it as a stepping off point.
Understood, Spartan. We are just pulling back from the contacts out to the southeast now. We're going to pull back to the left side of the road and try to push up into town from there.
Aye, red team.
Spartan,
When I
Roger.
say
All in
go, you
position
guys
at the back
are
of the
gonna fucking
convoy.
run north through this field until you hit the road. That is straight north through this grass until you hit the road. Are we all green? Fucking send it, lads.
Dropping
Blue
40
cover.
mics up there.
Say again, Sledge.
Dropping some 40 mics up there.
Spartan Alpha, we have heavy casualties with one squad. We have a second squad moving to back them up right now. We are
Let me know when you hit
combating
the road,
activities
guys.
moving through town at the moment.
So it is at Deep Ducks Road, north.
Alright, Blue's moving.
Yeah, understood.
Blue, send
Hold
it north.
your current gains and try and get you guys
Mayo,
medically
is that your
treated.
sexy ass I see out there?
Hotel,
north,
what's your
north,
state?
follow us.
Hotel is moving north at this time.
Roger that, there's still sporadic fire coming in from the west flank.
If,
Cross railroad track.
would you like us to push west and clear it? Or move in on the objective?
For now, I want you to keep moving towards the objective. Just keep ready to turn your fire in that direction.
If,
Blue's holding here, keep eyes out west. Red, you're going to move to that tree line, 017.
07, copy.
Let me know when you're ready to send it.
So it's set.
Send it!
Moving.
Sledge guns, you maintain security west. Me and Lort have got northwest, north.
Copy.
Right, so the tree line.
Alright, Blue's moving. Let's go, boys.
Oscar Mike.
Bounding east from here, Red. See, disregard, we're going to continue north.
Here, vehicle.
Friendly.
Possibly northeast.
One of ours, I can tell by the sound.
That might be smart.
Alpha, what's the sit rep on your casualties?
Wait one.
Everybody green in Hades?
Green.
I really don't want to charge across all of that open ground.
Spartan Alpha, we are green on casualties. We are moving forward now, pushing into town.
5,
Roger, let me know when you've established a spearhead at the petrol station.
Red, move up. How much smoke we got left? I'm all out of smoke.
Red has 2 machine guns. You want us to cover?
3 times white smoke.
Yeah, red hold, blue will move.
Enemy contacts on 034 next to buildings.
034, not seen. What's it at? Seen. Alright, we're gonna fucking send this shit. Blue is moving, red cover. Blue on me.
White.
We staying here or we moving with them?
I'm not attached, Rick.
Just maintain this defilade. Red, you see where we're going? You kind of get an idea of this defilade?
Vehicle.
We're taking sporadic sniper fire.
We hold here.
Yeah, red hold. No, negative, red hold. Blue, keep moving till we hit this warehouse.
When forces be advised, MARSOC units are joining on our position.
Be advised, we have friendly MARSOC units, I repeat, friendly inbound.
Spartan, from which direction are the MARSOC forces coming?
One truck's worth of them is stopped on the south side.
Technical vehicle.
Alright, Blue, secure this compound. Red,
Pretty
you
much
can move.
parked at our vehicles.
Occupants in brown building east of our location.
Tentacles down.
Got a technical up here, but it's unmanned.
Red, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Sorry, let's go.
Copy.
Contacts east. Other side of the road. One down.
Alright, hold, yeah, just take the shots you can, but don't move out. We gotta be here in case Red takes fire. Because they've got a long way to run to be ready to respond.
Taking accurate shots possibly from east.
Yeah, I see the yes. Can't see the guy.
Are those friendlies on the building to the east at 098 in that position?
Negative.
Technical inside the town.
Guns down.
Alright, take this
Thanks for
warehouse.
spotting enemy forces on the west have now pushed into these sugarcane fields and are pushing on our position. Marsoc forces are holding the ground here.
Yeah. Red team, where are you? You're in that yellow building, yeah?
Yeah, tree.
From south.
I was just about to put you
Alright,
down,
take
too.
that multiple story red across the road.
I shot the guy who shot you.
Doing self-med first, hold on.
Yeah, I saw some guys sitting on the
Alpha and
stairwell of the
Intel,
building, but
once,
I wasn't sure if they were friendlies. I didn't want to shoot.
As the gas station is secure, I want one team to come back to spare enough men to bring vehicles forward.
Wasn't.
Giving you 500.
By the building, by the building.
Alright, Alright, pack in 10 seconds.
Which is now.
Alright, you're good.
Warehouse is not clear.
Spartan, we're in pretty heavy contact at the moment in town. I got both folks dealing with it. Me and Nez are going to come back and try to do some vehicle recovery. Wait out.
Yeah, as I said, only once the position is clear do you need to come back. For now, you're fine.
Understood, Spartan.
Oh shit, Grinkle's down.
Lord's down, I'm working on him. Chest is red.
Alright, working on you, Grinkle. Hang in there with me, buddy.
Come on, Lord.
No, northeast.
Hold on, Lord. Holy Christ, dude.
Yeah, you took a headshot, bro. Big hand in your cranium.
This guy fucked Lord up bad.
Putting blood in you. Checking your pulse. Got a heart rate.
Come on, Lord.
Giving you another 1,000 liters of blood.
Hoping this guy didn't kill Lord already.
Alright, packing, bandage,
Checking
yeah.
pulse. Lord's no pulse.
Hey, Sledge.
He died. Yeah.
I found Grinkle's wallet, man.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey. You said Zoid died?
Zoid did.
Red, how you doing? Sorry, I got murdered. You've got guys. You've got guys ground floor on your building. Ground floor.
Yeah, we're still across the street. We haven't moved yet.
30 seconds.
Yeah, we need to leave.
Coming to you.
I got him, Sledge. Go ahead, I'm packing him.
Where are you in relation to Apollo?
We're still in the front at the warehouse.
Marked up.
Sledge, go ahead and cover. I got 16 seconds left on his pack. 10 seconds.
Damn it.
5 seconds. Oh shit, he's down again. Ow! Packing you again.
Hey, firm, I've marked our position on the map.
Copy, coming in from the south.
Alright, Grinkle, you're good to go.
Alpha, sit rep.
Oh Christ, he's down again.
Who's down?
Hotel Alpha currently clearing through the town from the south to the north, engaging sporadic contacts, dealing with it as we go.
A firm, be advised we are approximately 100 meters north, so you'll be hitting friendly soon.
Understood, I'll let my guys know.
Let's do it. Alright, red moving cross street. Hey, firm. Right, we're moving now, blue. Let's go.
Go.
Red, watch the rear of your building. You have a lot of enemies back there.
Contact south-southeast.
Friendly south. Only engage targets north. Anything south, let them deal with.
Crinkle, you're sliding around the floor on your belly.
Loving it.
Look at the guy I shot who's stuck in the ladder. Or in the stairs.
I know, I put like a fucking magazine into him before I realized he was dead.
Yeah, they're pretty tanky. Contact right side of the building.
User in your
Might as well just stay.
It's down.
Six is really not easy.
Friendlies. We're on the other side of that door. Fucking hell.
Yeah, fucking hell, lot.
Yeah.
That was a bunch.
Wow.
You alright, Lord?
Pissing out the blood again, look, guns.
Keep going with those guys.
Let's continue this clear.
What else can we do with you?
You don't want me to
Red, you
pack
got
it?
good overwatch?
No, I'm good. I'm packing now. We've got buildings in the way. We can't watch north effectively.
Move up if you need.
More north.
Yeah, move up if you need.
Continuing north.
We do have hostiles out to the east, northeast.
Ow! Who the fuck shot me now?
Entering building.
The shops across the street to the east.
It's down. Gun is down.
Cover me.
Contacts bearing 037 my position. 400 meters.
Big gun.
Down the road and up on the hill.
Get on this building, good eyes.
Sledge is down.
Spartan is established at the fuel station.
Working on your sledge.
Contacts direct north.
Light them up.
Alpha suppressed. Hotel suppressed.
Hotel is heavy contact north side of town.
Hotel, roger.
Contacts bottom
Alpha,
floor,
check.
yellow corrugated tin shack. Bearing 054 from my position. Across the 022.
Hang in there with me, Sledge. I got you.
Contact down.
Overlord, Spartan actual.
Got lots coming in.
And Overlord.
Have we got more coming in?
Yep, bearing 027.
Packing the
Down the
20
street.
seconds.
Spartan Hotel, heavy enemy incoming north.
Roger, and hold your ground. Take
10 seconds.
Overlord, Spartan, send.
5.
And do yourself a favor and roll right.
You're good to go. Yeah, I'm going.
Are you all green up there, Red?
Green.
So
Now.
green.
Alpha, anyone on comms on the net?
Go for Alpha.
How do you get
Spartan Alpha 1-2, be advised, Alpha Actual is having radio difficulties.
Roger, I'm straight here next to him.
Okay, I killed about 4 or 5, so there's it's clearing up a bit. There's still 2 contacts in that direction though.
Give me 1,000 in your, yeah, you're right by.
Yeah, stitch.
Hilo? Question mark?
Friendly.
In addition, has any unit found those Mossop troops, over?
Packing myself.
80, hotel negative.
It's alright, it's like some logs, so they get it right.
You guys okay?
075.
Yeah,
They're taking fire from the east. Can you see anything up there, Red? Yeah.
See contacts cresting over the east.
I fire it well.
Being engaged by the Alpha.
If you can support them, just do so. Alright, Red, Blue, we're moving. We're gonna take it out to the road. Alright, Blue Team, we're gonna go clear up to that final phase line. Just make sure everything on the left-hand side of the road is clear. AFAM.
We're gonna clear the left space.
Clear?
I'm on the 6.
Clear. Clear.
You want me to mark these buildings clear?
Yeah, go for it. What are these mad lads doing? Apollo are weird, man.
Clear to me.
AFAM.
This 2-story building to my east.
Alright, buildings marked.
Taking shots from the south.
Yeah, 2-story building.
Friendly's striker fire.
Hostile, there was a hostile in the blue building. He's down, he's down, he's down.
Yeah, they were walking, they walked right past me.
Eyes on.
Alpha and Hotel.
Go for hotel.
Go for Alpha.
This is Spartan. Overlord confirms that the element has successfully been located and withdrawn to safety. We are preparing for extract. Finish off the enemy and prepare to withdraw back to the vehicles. They are parked at the gas station.
Alpha, it's to your building to your south.
Hotel Alpha, hold fire, getting blue,
Hold
you're
fire,
getting blue
hold
on blue
fire,
on
hold fire.
Apollo squad.
No, that's enemy to your south in the 2-story building.
Somebody's coming out of that blue building.
Alright, hold fire, let them deal with it. Just let them deal with it. If they want to get chewed up by him, they can get chewed up by him. Alright, just deconflict. We need to deconflict.
Hotel is deconflicting now. We're going to leave him for you.
Right, as soon as my legs are put back together.
Are they hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, Gringo.
Hotel,
Hold on,
thank you for
Gringo, I
that. Understood that you are engaging enemies to the south of Apollo's last position. Appreciate it.
Hey, firm, just to confirm, we are deconflicted. Anything out there is hostile.
Putting blood in.
Yeah, putting 1,000 in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, understood. Both of my teams are now pulling back to the petrol station, doing a fighting withdrawal.
Alright, packing you 10 seconds.
Alright, we're gonna go grab these vehicles in a minute.
5 seconds.
You want me to hit this Titanfall with a 40 mic?
Negative.
You're good, Grinkle.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's put it back out to the Vics. Red team, hold here, cover us. Blue team, moving. We'll try and pull up some kind of bounding retreat, because we can.
Because we should.
Because we could.
Because we would.
Oh. Disregard.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, is everybody back with us?
Parts and Sledge have gone into training channel somehow.
They came from there.
User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Okay.
User entered your channel.
So, thank you everybody for tonight. Let's go over briefly what happened. On our initial move to the village, we came under a brief but ineffective ambush from enemy forces. We just drove straight through, stopped at the village, and began searching. Took some minor contact on the south, including an enemy sniper. Wasn't much incidents there. We moved on to our next objective, where we encountered an initial roadblock, attempted to move past the roadblock, and took significant contact in the village. We had a protracted battle through the middle of town, which we successfully moved past the minefield, or past the IDs, and cleared out the town. No sign of enemies. We continued on past there. We briefly stopped to communicate with friendly marine forces in the area, identified a position near the bridge. Continued onto the bridge, where we found a marine detachment, an army detachment, basically holding the bridge against enemy forces in a stalemate to the south. And we then continued on to the last known position, and followed up on reports of unknown radio transmissions in an area. Fought our way through the last objective, and pushed through hard enough until the friendly forces we were looking for were able to safely withdraw into friendly lines. Any other points of note that anybody wants to mention? I just want to apologize for my initial contact. When I was initially ambushed at the second town, I accidentally almost opened fire on friendly forces because I thought they were the ones shooting me from the hill. Anyone else have any other notable comments?
I have one, but it's more of a cheeky one than anything. Just
Karen. I'm just thinking that there was pretty good convoy movement tonight compared to some nights I've seen. So I mean that was a plus.
And yeah, I mean I let Grink talk about what Hotel did today because he was playing Hotel, but overall, like it was, there was a lot of space in between contact, but in some cases that's just the way things are, and so it felt like we were moving through areas that were uninhabited, and then we came into contact. So keep your head open, keep your eyes open, keep your head on a swivel. But overall, like it was good. The end was pretty good from a taking the town point of view. And I thought that over time we started working well with Alpha as well, and so it was a pretty good mission. It wasn't too bad.
All right, Grinkel.
That wasn't my debrief comment. That was just going to be my cheeky comment. So I'll come to me when it comes to me.
All right. Well, any more points from Alpha in that case.
Yeah, it was a good mission. I think we did pretty well. We've got our chops now for like driving in convoys. It was remarkably well done by everybody. The only thing I would say about the actual vehicles used, I think somebody's mentioned it already in comments, is we just with 4-seat Vics and like 2 squads with like 6 people, 7 people in each, we're just tying up too many people as drivers. So it would be better if we could get some larger capacity vehicles availability for any future missions. But everybody did a really good job of fighting through all of the objectives and staying alive. I think we got one semi-mass CAS at one point with Artemis, but Apollo were immediately there to back them up, make sure that they were able to get themselves fixed up. I don't think we had many respawns tonight. Squad leads will let me know about that, but yeah, I think a very, very good mission.
All right, cool. So that brings us to hotel. Grinkle, your turn.
I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, so yeah, it went really well for a while. We started off a little bit slow on the remounting and getting everybody kind of accustomed to which vehicle they were going to go in, because obviously they did it by squads, we did it by team. So we had one team in lead Vic, one team in rear Vic, but as slowly as the mission went on, I actually started noticing we got really kind of quite quick. So we were dismounting as soon as we parked up, and then 5 minutes later we were remounting. And I think because we did it so many times throughout the mission, that actually kind of helped us get some practice in, if that makes sense. So that was pretty good. I enjoyed that aspect of it. We also did some really good bounding kind of cover, moving up to, which objective was it? It was that final town. We did some really nice. We didn't take much contact until we actually hit the town, but the actual way we entered the town, I was pretty impressed with. So that was really nice, guys. As far as the mission goes, I concur with vehicles. As you said, you've just got too many people, having to put too many people behind the wheel, so it's probably better, especially if we're running unarmed vehicles, it probably just a truck would have done, if that makes sense. And I can't actually remember. Well, oh yeah, and if you're going to borrow Mayo, can you guys please return him? Because he kind of got lost. I mean, it was all a bit janky and funky and whatever, but going forwards, we should all probably agree that if you borrow somebody, you should be, you got to kind of make sure that there is actually a seat in the vehicle for them to get back.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah, so from my side, this is a very relaxed mission for me. Basically, you guys did what you needed to do. There were a few moments where I was getting shot at, but overall, I didn't have any issue with how the mission went. Went quite nicely. Any thoughts or any issues rather with the mods that we used tonight?
Enemies were tanky.
I never shot any, so I wouldn't know.
I'm curious why you think the enemies are tanky. That's not heavy body armor.
I was experiencing tanky enemies.
I was hitting them with 5.56 AP. And
I was using 855A1, which is AP, but not fancy AP. But
I was using 7.62 EPR, and it was taking multiple hits. Lots of multiple hits.
Yeah. So when I was using 5.56 AP, and that was taking 5 to 6 hits to kill a man in the chest.
Yeah, same.
And
but when you hit them in the extremities, they went down quite quickly, right?
I don't hit in extremities; I hit in chest.
Well, aim for the head then.
Yeah, I was testing the armor out just on the modulus prior to jumping in, and I found that they seem to go down fast if you hit them in the extremities for some reason.
Yeah, when I shot them in the head, they were going right down pretty quick. But if I shot them in the body, I had to put a whole lot of rounds in them.
I swapped to 240 Bravo, and that helped.
Can I just comment on how it works like that? It's because when they go unconscious quicker from taking like more critical damage from the arms, and because we just have, if they go unconscious, they die on. It's it's quicker to shoot in the limbs. If we turn that off and we did have to start double tapping people again, you'd have to start double tapping people. But aim for the head, you don't have a problem then.
I can honestly say that.
I mean, I always double tap period, so.
Yeah, if you put a bullet through people's legs, they're not going to come shooting at you. If you put 2 bullets into their body armor, they're probably going to shoot back. So just think of it like that.
One direct shot to the groin normally has some limping away.
I mean, not wrong.
We're not interested in what you do in a pub on a Friday night, mate. We're talking about armor here.
How
happens everybody's frames? One shot to the groin doesn't tend to have them limping away. It tends to have them curled up in the fetal position.
Frames were alright. Had the normal issues of when you load a big town, you get a bit of frame drop, but I had no long issues. I know Aqua did actually completely DC, but I think that may just been Wi-Fi issues. Yeah.
Yeah, my frames are solid all night.
Mine were up and down. That's good.
Quick thing, did anybody when looting the enemies notice anything obvious missing other than smoke grenades?
Testicles.
Can't add those in, unfortunately, Crinkle. I mean, that's who was it who was shooting everyone in the balls?
I'm real good at searching, boys.
See you, Dino.
See you, Dino.
5.56 or 7.62, the testicles tend to get rid of it.
From your channel.
None of them had any TikTok accounts, as far as I could make out.
Right, anything else mission related?
Let's congratulate Space Chef, Darcy, and Ness for their promotions.
Yeah, I noticed you got
Congratulations.
it would have been nice to make an announcement before you actually changed it on the TeamSpeak, but there you go. Nice one, boys.
Congratulations.
I keep failing up.
Yeah, me too.
Also, Shepard, I love how the idea was to build a CSAT that's not tanky. The first comment I get about the faction is it's tanky.
Well, yeah, Space Chef Darcy, fantastic job to both of you, mate. You've been an absolutely stellar job of building great teams in Alpha, Apollo, and Artemis, and great leadership. Fantastic every time. Darcy, not a good mission for you tonight because you weren't there. You were a little bit late, but you're getting your promotion anyway. We're not going to hold that against you. But yeah, fantastic.
Cheers, boss.
Thanks,
Pleasure
working with you guys.
You too, Space.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, well deserved.
Mwah.
Right, are there
Hotel
any
Meet Hydra
other comments?
when you're ready.
If not, squads down to squads below, as usual. Feedback in
User
feedback
left your
channel.
channel. User
Yeah,
left your channel. User
I
left
do
your
love
channel.
Shepard how the first comment on the faction
User
is meant to be
User
down.
left your channel.
Take
Channel
reference
switched.
again.
Nice work on the
Sledge.
Can we drag Sledge?
Here he is, or is he?
Not
There
yet.
you go.
User was moved
Ah,
to your channel.
There we go.
I have movement permissions. Feels good, man. So yeah, first point, just want to get out there. Really nice guys. We were a little bit loose on the discipline to start, but everybody started. Obviously, you got to get into it. And as we all started getting into it, everything got really tight. Red, really nice independent maneuver from all you guys. I know I didn't appoint a particular leader for Red Team, which is an oversight of me that I should have sorted out, but you guys handled it fine. You guys got your shit together and covered us really well. So it was very good. If anyone's got anything they want to say, let me know.
Yeah, I thought today. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted
Yeah, I
to say
thought
I was sorry I was late because I couldn't make it in on time.
shit happens, man. It's all good. When you came, you were helping.
And Lord, before you leave, I want to talk to you.
Okay. Yeah, I thought today's mission went really well for us. I think we operated well as a team. We dismount, mount, generally following orders. Even Mayo, once we got his radio sorted, stopped being Mayo to a certain extent.
No, he's improved quite a bit lately.
He has, yeah.
Really has picked it up a lot.
I'm going to just say, you guys, you're doing well. Rich, good leadership on the hearing you on comms when you need to be, and Greg, really great job. I know you're a little hard on yourself for some of the things that you might think, but, leadership wise, it's heads and shoulders above some others. Like actually getting people to tell you what to do and then going and doing it. That and intent was clear. And also, I think that when we got static or what have you, you recognized it and told us of what direction to move, and then get up our butts and do it. So good on you.
Thank you. Yeah, just as I said, getting into it, so it's good to get these kind of. I appreciate, especially the Hades guys for just stepping in and backing me up. You know what I mean? Because I'm obviously not officially a part of your chain of command, but you still kind of did your jobs, and when you do your jobs, it makes my job a hell of a lot easier.
It's kind of like Hades and Hydra kind of blend in together almost anymore.
Yeah, to be fair, we're overall more of a squad that occasionally has a platoon more than anything at the minute.
Yeah, we're able,
Hydra.
That's what. Anytime we get together, we combine like that. We're able to mesh really well.
But I'm not necessarily a voice that everybody's used to following yet, if that makes sense. So I do appreciate the effort.
I don't think that really matters. I mean, you're out there, you're doing the job, and you're doing it well. So it's easy to follow.
And again, Red Team, thank you for sticking together, because when you get 4 guys who can all stick together, then you only have to give one set of orders. You know what I mean? It really, really fucking helps. So yeah, great discipline. And again, really good on the drive. Who was driving? It was
DNAV.
DNAV, yeah, DNAV's had to go, hasn't he? But yeah.
Usually the driver.
Yeah, that
One
was
thing
really good. Yeah, if you guys stop letting Cap drive.
One thing I'd point out, yeah, right.
No,
One thing
Cap
I'd point
is
out
never
that they
gonna
were
stop driving. That's a pipe dream. He is a permanent driver. That's
he
what
will
loves
run
to do.
before briefing's over to get there.
Yeah, he is.
He wants to drive. One thing I note too is that like the planning for today was almost non-existent. It was put in by
That's
Zeus,
what that second contact was.
and yeah, and so I put waypoints down so at least that we had something to reference while we were convoying. And then I started doing the comms on radio to enforce, the
lead
convoy. And like, because no one was doing it, I could tell right off the bat. So, I'll discuss that. We need better training. We need better leadership from putting things on the map.
I think for the moment, the best thing for the company would be slightly more micromanagement from Spartan.
I agree.
Simply because we're walking into conflicts, and like we had that confliction at the end of the last town, where they absolutely missed those buildings, right? And so we were covering their asses. But there was no effective way to kind of get that message across, if that makes sense. Hence why Rich was like, no, shut the fuck up, do what I fucking say. And I appreciate that, dude, because sometimes it needs to be said.
Yeah, that was especially chaotic. The guy was behind I could see the muzzle flash. The guy was right there. We just couldn't shoot through the wall, even though it was just a regular building wall. And they were going on the radio telling us that we were shooting them, telling us to stop firing, but they were completely missing where they were being engaged from. That was chaotic.
Another thing it was annoying is that Alpha was saying when we were getting into vehicles and when we were moving.
Yeah.
Spartan needs to tell us that. Not Alpha doesn't set the tone. Alpha doesn't set the orders. That's Spartan's job. So again, I felt that it's okay. Alpha's ready, they're ready and they're moving. Oh, okay, everybody. I guess so. In a way, it kind of helped us.
That's what happened in that. That's what happened in that other town. So what happened was
still being engaged, but I see like three vehicles just moving up, leaving us behind.
Yeah. Well, they fucking. When we pulled out of that first town, we went into that second one. We binned the trucks behind that building because there was a fucking whole squad on them. Because all I'd got was I had a message from Alpha letting me know what he was going to do, but I didn't get a message from anyone telling me what they wanted me to do, if that makes sense. So as we pulled up and we started taking fire, I could just see Alpha had dismounted and there were troops fucking everywhere. So I'm like, if we pull off the road, we're gonna fucking murder half his men, right? So and we're taking fire, so we can't stop. So we're just going to have to push through. And then they kind of got annoyed that we did that. And I'm just like, but without actually giving me a tasking, do you know what I mean? You can't get pissed off when I make it up on the fly.
If we hadn't done that, they would have got absolutely clapped by the guys that were just on the other side of that building that we ended up.
Yeah,
And all along that road, they were all ready to absolutely annihilate them. So it was lucky that we were on the left side of that building to take them down before they had a chance.
I'm gonna put a message out for DNF as well because he reacted really well. He just followed me straight in because my as soon as I saw what was going on, my first thought was I saw that building ahead. And I'm like, right, I want 2,000 tons of concrete between me and these fuckers. Like, let's just fucking bin it behind here. And he followed me in, and we got out, and it was really good. Yeah. And then that just completely fucking threw me because I had no idea where I was. Well, I kind of knew where I was, but I had no idea where Alpha were, what they were doing, or what we were actually supposed to be doing in that town. Because ideally, we should have like dismounted a little bit away from the town, like we did for that last one, and then actually gone through. You know, just literally, we need to take 5 minutes and just be like, okay, this is what's going to happen, right?
Well, you know, what got me is they were worried about the contacts in front of them. They had no clue about the ones to the left. And neither did me or Lord till we were firing. Yeah. And all of a sudden we noticed, you know, bullet holes above us.
So what happened is they went in, triggered fire from the front, which then we drove straight into trying to regroup with them. And then as we pulled forward, we triggered the group off to our west. Yeah. And then they started lighting us the fuck up. Then again, like, so I completely lost fucking situational awareness at that point, so I had no idea what orders to give. It got really fucking chaotic. But again, like, I just started shouting, and people started doing things, and we pulled through. It was really good.
Doing things is better than not doing things.
The last thing I got to say.
A bad plan now is better than a perfect plan tomorrow.
Yeah. Last thing I got to say was, we got contacts west, and that was when I died.
Yeah,
I
they
think-
lit us the fuck up. Through those trees, I can see shit through the trees. Oh, sorry, Karen.
I think that worked really well was that Rich and Zoid basically operated kind of as a weapons team, and were able to suppress. So you know, we keep using those tactics of having our guys with the big guns pinning things down, and we flank, and so essentially sticking the enemy. And then moving, flanking, and destroying the enemy. We keep these tactics up. We'll become more and more adept at bounding, adept at taking guys down, taking units down. Because that's the perfect thing: pin them with the machine gun, and then flank and kill. So, and that's exactly what we did. So, good job on all.
Yeah, and yeah, again, the really good reaction times when Alpha took that contact at that point, and I was like, right, just fucking everyone, get up this fucking hill, like, let's go. And we flanked them, and we tore them apart from the side. And then they fucking Alpha shot at us, like, fucking. But yeah, that was frustrating, but all good.
It is what it is.
It wouldn't be the first time that we've engaged Alpha for engaging us.
Nope.
Wow. It used to be the joke that we were the ones that are engaging them. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, good job. Again, thanks for showing up and being medic.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That's so good.
You showed up at a good time because we took the most casualties at the end. I think that one of the things is leaving that the Javelin team or whatever you want to call that, you know, the medium AT team behind like that wasn't useful at all. We hadn't seen any hostilities between the two across the bridge at all, so there was no reason to believe that there was contact. There was smoke on the left side of the bridge, so to me that looked very much like that armored unit had already taken care of business.
Annoyed me more than I
There's
let
no
on.
reason to stop there.
Like, if you're going to specifically get on the radio and ask me if you can borrow one of my guys, you can damn well. Like, anybody who was on 5-0 at that point should be able to confirm that I specifically said, look after him and bring him back to me, right? And they just didn't There was like you know what I mean. They didn't even check there was enough room in the vehicle to actually bring him back. You know what I mean? They left him and an entire squad there. So basically, what happened was the entire squad just fucking mounted up, fucked off, and he was just sat there with Nez.
For mission making, if any of you guys are into that or whatever. So today is an example of lack of content, then content, lack of content, then content. So it's good to have content and then a break between content and then have more content, but there is large gaps in content. Also, with Shepard getting on the horn and saying, "Hey, there's a radio contact," blah blah blah. While that seems like a good idea, that gives some variability, it doesn't allow the players to plan. Not only that, but all of our markers were already put down on the map by Zeus before we got in. So that takes agency away from the players to plan. It takes agency away from command and from platoon and from squad level to decide what route we go, why we go that way. So just saying that.
Yes, ideally, in my opinion, Zeus shouldn't be on. Well, if a Zeus is working with you, then they should be able to have all the tools to work with you. But if a Zeus is working against you, i.e., they've just given you an objective and they've told you to get on with it, which is basically the mission style that we have here, right? As you've mentioned to me before, like so they give you an objective and then they fight to stop you, and you have to fight them. I genuinely believe, and I've mentioned it 100 times before, but no Zeus has ever gone along with it, that in that position, the Zeus shouldn't actually have access to friendly radio communications.
Who do you think was the sniper that was sniping us?
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my point is they already have 360-degree laser vision of the battlefield, which is absolutely an incredible advantage enough, right? So I can't get onto the radio and be like, okay, Alpha, hold here. We're going to walk in and we're going to fucking trigger these guys off. We're then going to chuck a load of smoke, run back, bait the fucking AI into your fucking fires. You know, because
User joined your channel.
there's an entire section of tactics that you don't necessarily get access to when the Zeus has access to your comms. Like, you know, there's like bait and switches, ambushes, and just generally doing things that they wouldn't expect. But it can be quite hard to implement, you know what I mean? And again, even when they're not on comms, you still obviously have to deal with the fact that they can see everything. So I just think having our own private comms is just an edge, just a little edge, if that makes sense. Allows us to plan traps and baits and tactical things.
What's up, Naz?
Hey, buddy.
Just checking up on you guys, see how things went.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Thank you for rescuing Mayo.
Stuck with me, and I knew it was going to be. We needed to get picked up because of the fact that we only had a vehicle with 4, and that was the whole entire Apollo squad. And it was like, there's 2 left. I'm like, yeah, we need someone to come pick us up, or just drop us a new vehicle.
In the future, it might be worth letting us know that, because I was asked to lend him to you, obviously, so I did. If you guys don't have enough vehicles in the truck, we can. I mean, we ended up taking somebody else with us because they spawned in halfway through the mission. But we were like before we do things like necessarily like I'm absolutely more than happy to lend him to you if he brings the capability you need. But I do need him returned to me safely in a like, if you guys could like check there is room in the car for him before you go, you know, like
it was like, once we got to it's like, yeah, we're returning with the convoy, and I'm sitting here like, really? That's okay. Apollo's already taken up all their room. We have no other vehicle, and that's why I called him. Like, yeah, we're going to need a ride. Either just drop us a vehicle or come back. And luckily, Sherman came back. It's like, yeah, okay, we're running.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It just fucking happens, and it's not something that happens often. So it's not something that people have planned for. But like, certainly, if I need to borrow someone from you guys, I will very much keep in mind that I do actually have to transport them from A to B until I can return them to you at C. You know.
Yeah, that's why I stayed back. I told.
Yeah, no,
like,
but yeah, but
I'm back. I'm staying back just to get Overwatch as a command level, and I kept an eye on everyone.
as I messaged you after I brought it up and thinking, I did absolutely recognise the fact that somebody did stick with him and just get on the radio and be like, "Hey, he is here. Can somebody come get him, please?" And I do appreciate that.
Well, I stuck with him. I told him we.
Because otherwise, the poor fuck would have been there for hours.
Yeah. Well, he was sitting there. I'm like, all right, we'll stay here. Then I watched where Apollo went. I'm like, all right, we're going to move to Apollo's position. We're going to take a run, and he just followed me to their position. I told him to stay up here on this ridge, watch that tank, keep an eye on it. Went down, talked to the Apollo, get them locked onto that other tank. Then I went back up, gave him a sandbag to protect him, and I stood next to him due to the fact I had a long range radio, so he would be able to know if we got permission to fire or not.
Yeah, no, it's just for looking after him, dude.
Are you guys getting
You did
thermals
fire,
on
though. What
those
happened?
tanks? Were they black? Were they, I mean, to me, it looked like that whole engagement had already taken place, and then the T-72s had lost. There was no hostilities from the right-hand side of that bridge at all. There was no activation or anything that let us know that they give us an even indication that there was anything to actually worry about.
So they did. Well, they did survive the initial attack, which to me just basically said we were out of range, or Zeus had something to do with them not dying. I.e., he didn't want them to die. So
I noticed when we got to that spot with the resupply, when I was sitting there, I saw the explosion at the end of the bridge. And I didn't even realize there was a tank there until I got out and looked. And then I was like, oh shit, there's a tank up there. So I don't know if there was an explosion from something else or something. He had a vehicle glitch or what it was, but I think Zeus has something to do with the vehicles being there and not showing up.
I think that was more for decoration than anything else, if I'm honest.
Yeah, showing that we're not
a threat.
Yeah, we're not going across the
we
bridge.
we didn't even cross. As you said, we didn't even cross the bridge. We just bypassed it immediately as soon as we got there. So I think that was just more hit.
And not to mention that they had an armored crew on our side of the bridge, so and a platoon. So that was, if anything's going to be coming over that bridge, that's that team's job, not ours.
What's that coming over the bridge? Sorry.
There's the issue with the Titans back.
What issue?
Not wanting to lock or do anything.
You've got to be in thermal. I saw a Titan fire today, so.
Yeah, it fired when I was spamming F. I didn't even click fire; it just fired. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, not sure. That's the base game weapon too, so I'm not sure it's something with Arma update that screwed it up again or not.
Just making sure you're aware of it.
I'm just glad it doesn't.
No, go ahead.
I'm just glad it doesn't fire and then end up going behind us like what we have had in the past before with the Titans and Javelins. When we fire them, all of a sudden the missiles go up and land behind us.
You mean like the one that took out the last vehicle in the convoy the one day? The one Spartan was in, you were in?
No. We've had it worse with people just sitting there, aim out a vehicle, fire, and all of a sudden it goes out, up, and then lands right behind them.
Question: does anyone know what an MI-28 is?
Yes.
That's
It's
the
a
experimental.
Russian. It's the Russian Apache, basically.
Cool. I'm putting that into the mod. The faction we fight against. I'm putting that into there then.
Question: what was today's quote unquote test? I mean, it's a mod list.
Testing specifically. So that's the mod list that is there is testing for what would be used for the Zulu Alpha joint mission. The only thing that is different is the faction mod. That's literally it.
It's a mod list. Okay.
It's just small. It's just smaller. Yeah, it's a smaller mod list testing how things will work, especially with the like Sherman was saying with his ballistic vests and stuff. He was testing that, but
so he tested the faction.
No, he just wanted to test the gear that he was given. I don't know why, to be honest, because it's just like the standard gear that even they have. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Ultimately, for me, it was a test of the faction you were up against, seeing they were vaguely balanced. They weren't tanky. I don't care what people say.
They, if you're firing 5.56.
They've got plans. I will not be using 5.56 next time. I will be using 7.62 at least.
For reference, this faction is, I've taken CSAT and I've unvanillarized them. So just it could be worse.
There's just so before we go on worse or not worse, I don't mind that they're tanky. I like it.
Oh, I like
You
it
know,
because
the only problem is that just got to make sure you've got ammunition delivered to you because
aim for the head.
You do, but you're
yeah
aiming for center mass.
Yeah.
And your third
It's
round
not
hits
that
him in the
simple
head, right?
with 250 ping to aim for the head.
Fair.
So, and regardless, I mean, it's fine that they're tanky. That's fine. It's just that we're going to go through a lot of rounds, and you're gonna take casualties because you got to stand in front of the guy and hose him. But that's okay. I don't mind having tough enemy. That's fine with me.
I have a spare mag for you or two.
Yeah, right. I was down to 3.
Yeah, I got no problem at all with tough enemies.
Well, I think one thing with tough enemies, or kind of any enemy that we deal with in the game, is we often like to assault before getting fire superiority. And we need to gain fire superiority before attempted movement. You don't just run into a hose of bullets. This isn't, you aren't charging out of the Higgins boat on Omaha Beach or something. You need to get fire superiority first and then move.
Yeah. Pin him with your machine gun and then move.
You are not an overlord, a Spartan. We need it's been noted that Alpha took quite a lot of control over the mission. Not necessarily in a bad way, because orders were coming. It's fine. It's all good. No one's particularly mad about it. But I think we need staging areas before we move on to objectives, if that makes sense. When possible. It's obviously not something we're all going to be able to do, but I think it might help if everybody can actually kind of take at least a minute or two just to get everybody rounded up into the right positions before we move on an objective. Because as it says, right now we're in the town before we're even taking fire, at which point you have no way of getting enough guns pointed towards the right direction quick enough to respond, and then you start taking casualties, and then you're spending the rest of the battle catching up, if that makes sense.
On that, just if I can say, Alpha tend to do that, and one thing I really have noticed in the past 2 weeks I've been with Alpha, they do that in the transport. They'll say, okay, Alpha, you're going to be here, you're going to go 360, you're going to look that way. When you get to the town, we're going to push in, we're going to take this section. So when you get to the town, everyone's already been briefed. You already know.
Right. But it's not necessary. So it's not necessarily Alpha's job to do that. So the problem is, Alpha were able to do that. Well, right. So no, it's Alpha's job to do that with Alpha's objective. So when Alpha have been given an objective, they absolutely need to do that, and it's great that they're doing that. And it's something that again we should be taking on board and that we should be listening to, and we should be planning more shit out ahead of time where we can. But my point was, so that town where we pushed through into that building, right? Alpha had been tasked to do something. Alpha had basically told me, I'd been told by Alpha that they were pushing through up to the next town and they were going to start probing it. And to be very, very, and the rest of the conversation was basically be very, very careful of the IEDs and go around them, which we took note of. We went around them, that's fine. But nobody actually got on the horn and gave me an objective. I didn't have a task. I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. So I gathered my guys, we got in the vehicles and we went to catch up with Alpha, but at which point Alpha were heavily engaged. I couldn't pull off the road because there was just troops everywhere, right? If I'd have screamed at my lead vehicle, get up, pull right, he'd have mown down half of Apollo or Artemis, and we can't be having that. And we were taking fire, so we couldn't stop, so we pushed through. Still, again, it took CD had to deconflict, so CD had to get on out his map, figure out what we were doing, and then actually deconflict the situation and give me tasking, if that makes sense. So it's not that we don't have the ability to do all that stuff beforehand. It's the fact that I didn't have a task. I wasn't told what I was specifically to do.
That also falls on the OC of the mission. Needs to give.
That's the point I'm trying to make. That's what
he's getting at.
Yeah, the point is.
And if the OC is not giving it out better, it should be Alpha helping out, point out what
no,
was tasked.
absolutely. CD backed us up when that was a shitty situation. We had to pull through because we just had to get that building between us and the guys who were engaging Alpha at the time because
It's
they
not
were
up to
tearing us apart.
It's not up to Alpha to set the tone on the mission in general. It's not Alpha to say we're in our vehicles, we're moving now. That's up to Spartan to say when we move out, what we're doing. That multiple times that didn't happen that way. It doesn't. Not every mission's like that, but
Yeah, I think in this mission, it's very much a case of taking point doesn't necessarily mean you set the pace. Does that make sense?
I get what you, are you on about like convoy moving out?
No, just in general, the mission in general was done on Alpha's terms because, and again, that's not a criticism of Alpha. That was because it was left to Alpha to do that. If that makes sense.
I was gonna say I multiple times got the message to move out, and you clearly weren't ready. So that is fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah, because what was happening, right, was CD was deciding that the contact was done and that he needed to start getting his troops in. And so then he'd start doing that, at which point he'd get on the horn to Spartan to tell him that the contact was done. At which point, nothing would come to me. So then it would be, by the time you guys got into the vehicles, it was finally CD telling me like that it was that we needed to mount up. So we started the entire mount procedure 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, however long behind you, if that makes sense.
Or being told that Alpha was already Oscar Mike.
Yeah.
There was one occasion where I know I pulled off because I got the message from CD. I look back, I'm like, where's Hotel? So I did slow down. And then they got on the horn, Jaffa, speed up, you said you were going 50. It's like, I know I said I was going 50. But Spartan and the rest of no one's here. But Grinkle, I suggest do a at officers in seniors mess.
Yeah, I'm not very good at words, so
fair enough.
I've brought it up.
And as I said, like I'm being very careful not to try and because I don't want to offend Alpha. Like I'm happy that Alpha has an efficiency to them, but the problem was Alpha's efficiency was the pace of the mission and not Spartan's pace, and we got
Grinkle, if you want, I will happily chuck a message in there.
Yeah, if you could kind of
condense I'll send you what I'm going to write first, just so you're okay with it, and it conveys what you're trying to get across. But I'll chuck a message in there for you.
Yeah, and like I said, it's absolutely no criticism on CD because CD took control. He did what he needed to do. It was just, it's not CD's job to necessarily. He told me what he was doing, and that's fine. That's great, but there's only so much I can do with that information without orders, right?
Yeah. I will say it doesn't help that we don't often actually have Sherman around. When he turns up, it's usually once in a blue moon. And
I am very aware that Spartan is a very fluid unit, if that makes sense. So
Whistler was supposed to have been there tonight, and then it just ended up at the last minute not even showing up. So luckily Sherman was there, and the fact that Sherman is mostly a representative for Zulu Alpha, because that's what he really runs with. So yeah, it's.
Had I got there earlier, I'd have taken it, but I quite literally walked in 5 minutes.
Yeah, as I said, there are. I am very well aware of the mitigating circumstances all around, so it is purely constructive criticism. If that makes
Mission
sense.
planning isn't a thing, and it should be, but it's not really a thing. When CO show up 5 minutes before or whatever, it's not a thing.
Well, no, the problem is.
No, I'm saying that.
Carry on.
And markers on map are placed by Mission Maker, so then we're being essentially told before we get in, before players get to decide what it is that we're doing. We know the objective, we know where we need to be. This is how we're going to do it. But again, if COs don't show up in time, and there's nothing said in chat that I'm not, whether I should be taking CO or what have you or whatever, that becomes problematic because we don't actually have a cogent plan. We didn't have waypoints on the map, so I put them because otherwise we would have been driving all over the freaking place. So again, it's just a thing that we need to be very. I mean, I've already written about a bunch of this already, and you guys have seen it already, so you know what I think.
Can I say something? Just
Sure.
on the point of, so the planning, I think often the CEOs have a plan, right? They know roughly what they want to do, but you need to break it down more. So even if I took these guys out and I trained them for fucking weeks on the training server to do bounding fire, every time it would still be absolutely useless for me to just point at a field and say bounding fire, because there's a ton of information there that's missing that they need in order to, they need to know which direction I want them to go in, roughly how far I want them to bound, how fast they should be doing it, who's going first, blah blah blah, right? So we get a lot as a squad leader. I get a lot of we get a lot of, we're going to go here and take this town, right? And so that's right, but we need to break down, the CEO needs to break it down and give us the information of what we need to actually accomplish that mission. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, again, words, but so if I want them to bounding fire across the field, I have to be like, okay, Rich, take red team out, bearing 270, 40 meter bound, start now, and then he'll go, and then, but even then, even when I've said, even after I've taught everybody how to do that, and we're all really good at doing that, I still have to be like, okay, red team stop, okay, blue team go, all right, red team stop, blue team go, because you just kind of have to maintain that control of the situation. And the COs leave a lot, I think, too much leeway to platoon and squad leaders. Like they need to take more granular control of actually what happens.
The issue on that is we've had a lot of the time it's preferred. It's the platoons themselves know what they are able to do, and as you say, Spartan isn't always here. Spartan doesn't necessarily know what each platoon can do, so having that leeway for the platoons to understand what is going on is why it's there. Because say we get a Spartan, come on, right, Alpha, you're going to do exactly this, but we don't have the people to do that.
It doesn't necessarily have to be.
So sorry. Is that a problem for Alpha? A problem for the platoon? Is that a problem that the CO shows up and has no clue how many people? He hasn't checked what the situation with the platoons are. What are my objectives? What are my capabilities? I mean, platoon leads are about their squads. What are my platoon leads? What are my squad leads doing? What are their capabilities? How many people do I have? What do I need to achieve the mission that's given to me? But that's not how things are working right now. It's there's lines drawn all over the place. Alpha draws lines and they're all over there, and then there's no there has to be a coherent intent, and then to action, and then down to the next level, intent, and then action, and then squad leads intent, then action to their squads.
Yeah, so to mesh that with what I said, so what you do is you'd approach the town, and then, so right now it's CD, he gets on and he divides the town into sections and whatever, but it needs to be like, so the CO needs to go and look at the town, he goes, okay, I want Hades to go over there, I want Hydra to go over there, I want Artemis here, and I want Apollo to go straight up the middle, and then everyone can cover him or whatever, and then you give that to the platoon leaders, and then they can actually break that down. But there's a lot of missing information, so we're just told to take the town, but I don't know in which manner I want. It's really hard to explain. Can
I just butt in on that? So with what you're saying about being organized in hotel takes that part, etc., that normally is said. Like, I will be honest, that was a Tuesday that was said. It was Alpha, you'll take.
Tuesday was done really well. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Again, it's just a case of Spartan needs to quote unquote improve. Spartan needs to be aware of what we are saying, because a lot of what we say about Spartan, we keep it to ourselves, which is why I say chuck that message in seniors chat, make Spartan aware this is what we think. Because if we sit here and twiddle our thumbs, it never gets out.
Yeah. Fair.
If we go, hey, this OC, we have a few issues with how the mission was run. We wanted more order. We wanted things to be better organized. Unless it's actually brought forward to them, and not just in voice chat, bring it forward in text. If things are in text, it's harder for them to be ignored. I say that, and I know you're sitting there. My whole message got ignored. It did, but that was left in Spartan chat. That's why.
I think as well we are going to start running into more problems as we go further, because if tonight's anything to go by, then Hotel is very much in a position for it to actually get its act together, at which point you will have 3, 4 squads basically chomping at the fucking bit to just go and tear objectives apart in a brutally efficient manner. At which point, unless Spartan is able to take order at that point, it will just descend into fucking chaos, like it did at certain points tonight. If that makes sense.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, tends to happen with Hydrant and Hades when we're working together. We tend to,
yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Pretty much destroy everything and just leave the crumbs for them to clean up.
I want you guys to have aggression, and then it's my job to control yours, and then I'm supposed to have aggression, and it's Lort's job to control mine, and then Lort has aggression, and it's CO's job to control his. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna tell you the interesting part of your job. At some point, you're gonna have to control Lord's aggression.
Yeah, no, you don't understand. But if you guys, when we start getting efficient, it's gonna start getting fast and brutal. Just ask Cap.
Shep's point more is, not Shep's. Fucking, I'm shit with names. I'm so sorry. Sledge's point is more. Sometimes you'll get a message from platoon leader, and this actually happened today with Alpha. Message from platoon leader. Right, push. Alpha, Artemis at this point, we were almost mascats. We literally just passed a message to Alpha. Hey, we've got a lot of people down. We can't really move. And it's
man after my own heart.
You've got to go up and say again, hold a second. We're kind of in the shit.
Oh yeah, you need that obviously, but you need that push mentality, and you need that, otherwise you're going nowhere.
I've had to send my guys forward and Hades forward, and turn around and had to work on Lort because he finally got shot enough where he went down.
I mean, typically on PL, if I have a score of 5 or more, I'm not doing my job properly.
Hey, Lort, you said that when you watched the video with Cap when I was selling, and you were like, "Oh wow, Cap actually listens to me." Do you know what that is? That's PTSD from 2 years of me fucking screaming at him. Fucking go, fucking move, run. No.
Well, it worked. It worked really well. It focused him, which is really great.
Go back and watch some of those videos because they are funny as hell.
It's just me screaming at him throughout the entire mission.
It worked because he was focused, and then he becomes that great player that he is.
Yeah, the first day you showed up, the first day the Grinkle showed up, he was assigned a hydrant. Cap's like, "Oh no, okay, you're here with us. I'm sticking with you." He hooked up with you and he would not leave.
I know, bless him. He knows I'll keep him. So he knows I scream at him out of love, which I kind of hope that Mayo is learning, because I'm screaming at Mayo a fucking lot.
User disconnected from your channel.
Hey, Mayo, you should have seen him when he first got here. The improvement that he's gotten, that
he's
made.
just fucking everywhere. Everywhere I look, Mayo is just off.
I love how you're talking to Mayo. Are you like trying to talk to Mayo? Mayo wasn't here, by the way, or isn't here?
No, I know he's not here. I already saw an idea.
Speaking for Mayo here, Mayo went fucking down and no one noticed but me.
Yeah, no, yeah, because he's fucking everywhere all the time. Everywhere I look, there's just Mayo doing something. Like, will you just calm down and stay with Red Team, please?
Somebody talks to him a lot. Somebody that's related to him talks to him quite a bit.
Yeah,
who's that? What?
Who that is?
Even then, he's still he's getting better. That's all I have to say.
He's improved a hell of a lot since the beginning.
He's getting there. He's not quite as nuts.
I mean, he joins Hydra instead of Hades for finally.
Yeah, for the first couple of months, he was joining Hades the whole time.
I didn't hear him say anything for weeks.
No, neither did we.
I think he got tired of me screaming at him.
I will say, Grinkle, since you've taken over, Mayo's actually been on the radio. And actually, communicating a lot more.
Because if he doesn't reply to me, I'll just keep shouting at him until he does. You should have me on the radio today.
Well, that's better than me.
Tell him, what the hell? Are you on 145 or what are you? What's going on?
Yeah, he dropped off the radio, and I was just every so often someone was like, "What's Mayo doing?" And I was like, "Mayo, get back to the fucking vehicle."
He's getting there.
And
There's been
Grinkle,
times I've shot Mayo in the ass. I'll be honest.
There've been times I've shot everyone in the ass because I'm a Zeus.
Grinkle, when you were unconscious in that building with
Sorry,
you
guys,
and
I gotta
Sledge
go.
and I was
I'll see
working
you
on
later.
Have a good one,
See ya.
dude.
See you,
Thanks for
Lord.
tonight.
Have a good
User
one. Look.
disconnected from your channel.
When we were in that
Was it?
building and I was working on you with when you were unconscious,
Oh, I've got a screenshot for that.
that was not me that stole your wallet. I just want to say that right now.
One sec. Where's the shit posting? There you go. I'll put it in there. Check my blood level.
Oh crap! We took screenshots. Damn.
That was how.
Damn, I'm fucked.
Like, dude, I was gone, man. You have no idea. I've been lying there just bleeding for like 5 minutes.
Well, see, you all charged that building, and me and I was getting guns back up because he had just taken one to the face.
Yeah.
Typical guns.
And you
So
went
Susan-
down while I was working on you, Grinkle. You went down 3 times.
Yeah, because there was a guy across the road. He kept shooting me in the fucking head. Every time I stood up, bang, down, fuck. And you were like, I'll get you, Grinkle, I'll get you, Grinkle. You put me back together. I sat up, bang, fuck. I'll get you, Grinkle, I'll get you, Grinkle. Fucking put me back together. Just leave me. Like, it's just go. I'm already dead, man.
I don't leave nobody.
But at that point, it was like just like fucking, you hear about hell where you have to like replay just shit things over and over again. Bring it back to life just so we can get shot in the head all over again.
But finally, I leaned over where I could see what the hell he was looking at, and I shot the guy. So he got up.
It was my fault because I didn't clear the fucking warehouse. I just like got down and tried to figure out where Red was and was like, aha, we'll put one on top of this building. And then I turned around, and it was just a guy with a machine gun looking at me. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I would get you up and you would lean out and you'd take a look at him and he'd shoot you in the head again.
No, this is the guy who. No, this is the guy who originally shot me. Yeah, this is the guy who. He was fucking lying down or crouched down in the like old foreman's office thing.
Yeah, he was crouched down over top of Lord. When I opened fire on him, I just right through the wall. I wasn't even standing up.
Because my first notice that he was there was hearing Law go, "No shit," and then fucking getting blasted. I turned around, he's gone. And then you guys came and dealt with him and just got me up.
I was working my ass off trying to get Lord up.
User disconnected from your channel.
What was that?
Zoid hopping
Sorry,
off.
let's go. 5 a.m. Where's Zoid then? Jesus, 5 would be. That's Asia somewhere.
I think he's in
He's
Singapore.
24 hours from me, so it's 5 p.m. here. It's 5 a.m. there by him.
Yeah, Zoids. There's a few people from Asia who literally they finish missions at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah,
it's like fucking hell.
I was gonna say I played World of Warcraft with a guy from fucking Uzbekistan on the E. For some reason, he ended up in the EU servers and joined our guild. And raid nights would go on till like 11. He'd just be like 4 o'clock in the morning every like 4 nights a week. He'd just sit there till 4 a.m. It's like you mad fuck. I used to. I gave it up. It's a bad habit.
Trust me, I've had the habit for 15 years.
I'll catch you guys later.
All right,
Have a
Ned,
good
have
one,
a good
dude.
one, bro.
User
I'm
left your
sitting
channel.
here working on my mission mod list, getting it put back together. I cleaned up all my extra mods, all my extra mod lists. I got rid of everything and just re-download the ones we're currently using.
Yeah, I got to do that. I have at least 40 friggin' mod sets in there. I got to get rid of them.
That was my issue. I was like, Jesus, I can't keep doing this.
When Jeffers,
Yes.
when Spirit comes back, will it have a new mod list?
No, it'd be the exact same mod list.
Okay.
Provided we don't go through like a massive mod list change, it'll be the same mod list.
Okay, and continuing my petition for Ukrainian uniforms.
It won't happen.
Continuing my petition doesn't mean I'm going to show. You can. Right, here's the deal with me. You're going to have to learn this. You can say it won't happen all you want. It doesn't mean I'm going to shut up about it. Like, I get it. It might not make it work, but
You are talking to one of the most like blunt people in terms of like not giving up on a position.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ukraine. I want them at least for the training server, because, like, then we can represent Ukraine, and that would be cool.
Ultimately, if you want Ukrainian uniforms that badly, you can download a Ukrainian uniforms mod for yourself, and it will only show on your side as you having a Ukrainian uniform. For everyone else, you'll be completely bare-ass naked.
I know. I mean, I will do that. Do you know what? Will it work? Will I still have, like, the armor resistance and stuff like that?
Oh no, you will die instantly because
I was going to say, will I be like, because it's got to be loaded onto the server, doesn't it?
In fact, actually, I don't know how that would work. But please don't, because don't run things that aren't in the mod list. It causes chaos outside of client-side things.
Well, that's why you put it in the mod list. I even found one.
No.
It's a really cool camo as well, actually, to be fair, considering they made it themselves.
The immovable object.
That's okay. I have found something that I know Japhis wants to use in a mission.
Oh yeah. That's getting added. That's getting added. I don't care. There may be an update to Spirit mod list. I will add a single mod. There is a single mod that I have managed to be convinced on.
Which mod?
Not saying anything. You will know when you find it. Also, I'm surprised no one actually pointed out the faction mod, what the description of the mod is.
Yeah, it was a Chinese, wasn't it?
No, the description of the mod.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I didn't read the description. You gotta be kidding me. I've been so overwhelmed with everything and tired.
It became very prevalent to the point in debrief, and I sat there giggling.
I was late, so I was just rushing through to get in.
No, debrief. In debrief, someone mentioned what I have basically said in
I joined. You guys were already in combat.
Well, let me rate it.
Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna cut.
Yeah, I should probably chase my child into bed. She's fucking hiding in her bedroom playing Switch because she thinks I don't remember she's there.
Yeah, hoping you're gonna play with Valorant. Dad's playing, he won't know.
Yeah. She's being very, very quiet.
Not a sound.
The volume turned onto like 1 bar.
Oh, she got headphones, man. She's straight away. She's got guarantee she's got the headphones on.
Have a good one, guys.
Good night.
What you need to do, Grainkle, is just say quiet.
Disconnected.